What's up, guys? Black Rose Duelist here, and today I'm gonna sound a little weird because I just got my bomb braces and I have a retainer thingamajigger, but I don't want to wear that right now because I literally cannot talk with it in. So I'm gonna make an exception because yes. But today we have Archfingod. Yeah, I know he's here again. No, I'm kidding. He's awesome. He's a friend to our YouTube channel, but um. Today we have Archfingod challenging Pepe, Performages and Pals, Draco Slayer Mixture that won last week's episode on Sunday. If you want to check out that duel, I'll leave a link in the description. But will Kozmo be able to defeat the veteran deck, Performages, or will it fall to the dust? Both of the decks are really top tier. Both of the decks are probably the two best decks, and what the two best decks will be in the TCG. So it's going to be a very interesting match. If one other deck were to beat this deck, it would probably be Kozmo. So we have Archfingod playing the Cosmos, and I will be using the Performage deck. Whoever wins this duel, you can challenge them. All you have to do is comment below the deck you want to play or the deck you want us to play. You don't have to play if you don't want to. You can just vote. I'll pick one of you to duel me, and you can be in the video instead of Archfingod because he's been in it for 3 weeks in a row now. So, anyways, let's jump into the match. As you know, it's the first deck to 3 wins. So, it could be very long. It could be 3 duels in a row. Just bam, bam, bam. So he starts off pretty big with his Dark Destroyer. I get rid of the Farm Girl's effect because I take no damage because of Damage Juggler, and I just kind of go off here. Sadly, I make a mistake. I forgot that you need a Pendulum non-tuner to make the Draco Slayer Synchro, so I kind of did misplay here. I take a lot of life pain from my Performage's effect so I can stay alive. But as you can see, this turn, it will reward me, because now, I'm not going to just sit there and let my opponent take advantage of me. I'm actually going to make a play. Not a big play, just more defensive plays, but enough of a play to make sure I can survive an extra turn. So, next turn, I can summon, hopefully, my Sorcerer, destroy my 2 Pendulum Scales, and add 2 Perform Pals. And what do I draw? The one card I wanted. This card is Redonkadonk. I'm going to show you real quick. Reveal 1 Draco Slayer and 1 Draco Ruler Pendulum from the deck. Have your opponent randomly choose one of them, and you can either place it in your Pendulum Scale or special summon it. Then you add the other monster to your extra deck. So, I picked Vector and Luster, and Luster was chosen to get special summon, and then Vector was in the Pendulum Zone. So, you get 2 cards off of this one card, because you get a special summon monster, and you get to add 1 to your extra deck, which then you can special summon from your Pendulum Summon. So, this enables me to go for my Ignister, and Ignister is the key player when it comes to being Kozmo, because its effect to shuffle a card from the field to the deck does not target, so you can target those big ships. And as you can see, with Ignister comes great responsibility. No. But I can get rid of both of his big ships. I probably should have gotten rid of the Wicked Witch, but I was kind of scared he would go into a Dark Destroyer from his hand. So I let him have another turn. I let him have another turn because if I let him survive with a Forerunner, he could have been able to pull off more plays. So I let him survive this one turn. Well, either way, I wouldn't have won that turn. But he summons his Dark Eclipser, the new one that negates traps. It's not going to matter. I Pendulum Summon, use my Ignister, and all my Pendulum Scales. Like, look how much advantage you get off of all that. Just gotta draw 2, you know why? When you put a Perform Pal in the scale, you get to draw a card. If you have a Perform Pal in your other scale, destroy it, draw a card. That's 2 cards right there. Just crazy. Shovel back the monster, attack for game. It really looked like Kozmo had that game, but as you can see, just a simple Clash of the Draco Rivals or a simple Pendulum Scale can turn the tides of the duel really, really quick. So we have 1-0 with Performage leading the way. Game 2, I took it, I guess Arching God wanted to go second. He chose for me to go second this time, so I was like, okay. I guess he wants to try to OTK. As you can see, he does have that Raigeki there, which is pretty scary. But, as you can see here, with my Luster Pendulum plays and the Clash of the Draco Rivals giving me a +1, it enables me to go for all my Performages, which work really perfectly, because the Performages are great for going into your Hypothalamus, which goes into your Nova, which goes into your Infinity, which kills your opponent. End phase, I get to search for a Pendulum for the Draco Slayer guy, girl, whatever that is, unicorn mixture. He goes for all these special summons with emergency teleport, Raigeki, but I negate Raigeki with Infinity, because obviously Raigeki would kill Infinity, so it'd be dumb not to protect it. He ends his turn. I guess he thought that Raigeki would have went through, and his 2 emergency teleports are now wasted, because now his monsters are banished at the end phase. Go for another crazy play. Just look at all those cards being played right now. Go for the Ignister. Ignister cripples his field now. Get rid of his back row, and I can use my Trapeze Magician to make my Ignister attack twice, and that's game. So we have 2-0 with Pendulum, Perform Pal, Draco Slayer, whatever, leading. So as of right now, it's 2-0, and Kozmo need to win a duel, because it'd be pretty sad to see the second or first best deck lose 3-0. But as you can see, he chose for me to go first again, which, I don't know, maybe that's not the best play, but maybe it is, so he can kill me. But again, I go for the first turn Infinity because the Pendulum scales, all the Pendulum Perform Pals give you huge advantage, enabling you to go do Infinity. You start off with, let me just show you this piece of evidence. You start off with 5 cards in your hand, right? I ended it with 7, and a card with 3 materials that can negate 3 cards. That's almost like having 8 cards. So, here I kind of misplay. I didn't realize that Light Sword gave it 500 attack and piercing damage. So, I pay 1,000 to play Trick Clown just to get attacked again. So, he does like 5,600 with just the 1 Light Sword and the Good Witch. Kind of my mistake. I negate the Cosmojo because it just get rid of the Infinity. The Infinity takes the Good Witch, and basically enabling me to go for a game here almost. He goes for Solemn Warning, which is a good play, because the Solemn makes it so the scales go to the grave, but that won't matter. It's crazy. So, what do you think about this? As you can see, this deck is crazy. Next week, we'll take on this crazy deck. What deck do you think would be able to defeat this deck? Here's a little tip. You can pick any deck from any time. So you can pick Dragon Rulers from 2013. Maybe that deck will be able to compete. We'll be able to see what the #1 deck of all time really is at that point. So basically, just comment any deck you want to play against Perform Pals, or you want to see against Perform Pal, Pepe, Draco Slayer, so on. As you can see, Kozmo could not take it, not even a single game. So what we'll be able to, who knows? That's up to you to decide. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and tell me what deck you want to see in the next episode. And who knows, you might be on that screen next episode. This has been Black Rose Duelist, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh gosh, my editing skills are horrible. Adios, for real.